evening. The time is now 5:40. Today's Monday, December 15th, 2025. This is a public hearing for the Alice ISD Board of Trustees to be held in the Alice ISD Administration Building, Board Room Number 2, Calico, Alice, Texas 78332. This meeting is now called to order, and we will establish a quorum. Present at this meeting is Dr. Trevino, myself, Jennifer Barrera, Mr. Herman Ariano. Absent is Mr. Ciro Zamora. Present is Mr. Adrian Peña. Present is Ms. Debbie Guerra. Present is Mr. Cody Reed and Mr. Lee Ramon. So a quorum has been established in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Section 551.043 of the Texas Government Code. On to item number 3, the pledge to the United States flag, the Texas flag, and the American flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
On to item number 4, public comment. At this time, did anybody sign up for the public comment for this public hearing? No? Thank you, Ms. Hall. On to item number 5, the public hearing, 5A, the financial integrity rating systems of Texas. Dr. Trevino?
Yes, good afternoon, members of the board, members of the audience. This evening, we will have Melissa Sanchez present the first report. We are required by the Texas Education Agency to provide the school board information on our report as far as our financial status. She has posted in accordance with law in the last couple of weeks in our local newspaper announcing our meeting or public hearing.
Good evening, members of the audience, members of the board, Dr. Trevino. We're here because of the public hearing is to go over our 2025 first reading. The first rating measures the quality of a school district's financial management and reporting. The rating issued in 2025 covers fiscal year 2023-2024 financial data. Alice ISD received the highest rating of superior with a letter grade of A and a numerical score of 96. The first report is consistent and consists of 21 indicators. These indicators review the audit results, cash flow, debt levels, budgeting, and financial stability. Of these 21 indicators, 4 are critical, meaning if you don't pass any of these 4, you automatically get a failing first rating. There are 10 solvency indicators, 7 financial competency indicators, and within those 21 indicators, there's 6 that have ceilings. So if you don't meet the ceilings, they have maximum scores you can. And it's the letter grading is, if you have an A, it's between 90 and 100 points. A B is between 80 and 89. A C is 70 to 79, and an F is anything under 70. So the 4 critical indicators are shown here. We did pass all of them. The first one was the financial report submitted to TEA within 30 days of the November 27th or January 28th deadline, which we did submit it on 1/23/2025, so we passed. Was there an unmodified opinion in the AFR on the financial statements as a whole? Yes, we did receive an unmodified opinion, which basically is a clean audit with no material issues. Was the school district in compliance with payment terms of all debt agreements at fiscal year end? So did we pay all our bills or obligations on time? And yes, we did. And 4 is, did the school district make timely payments to TRS, Texas Workforce Commission, Internal Revenue Service, and other governmental agencies? And yes, we did. So then we go on to our solvency indicators, which measure the district's ability to pay its bills and meet financial obligations. Number 5, was the total position in governmental activities column in the statement of net position greater than 0? Ours was, so we passed. Was the average change in assigned and unassigned fund balance over 3 years less than 25% decrease, or did the current year assigned and unassigned fund balance exceed 75 days operational expenditures? And we did pass this. Our decrease was only 0.25%. Number 7, was the number of days of cash on hand and current investments in the general fund for the school district sufficient to cover operating expenditures excluding facilities acquisition and construction? So we did have more than 75 days. We had 165 days of cash on hand. So we got the full 10 points. Number 8, was the measure of current assets to current liabilities ratio for the school district sufficient to cover short-term debts? We got all 10 points there. Number 9, did the school district's general fund revenues exceed or equal or exceed expenditures excluding facilities acquisition and construction? So basically, did we spend more than we earned? And no, we didn't. We earned more than we spent, so we got all 10 points there. Number 10 was not being evaluated, so we automatically got the 10 points. Number 11 was the ratio of long-term liabilities to total assets for the school district sufficient to support long-term solvency. And we got all 10 points there. It's basically asking, it's the same thing as if your mortgage exceeds your actual market value of your home. And so here we have a 0.4445, which anything less than a 1 would get you is what you want. So we got 10 points there. What is the correlation between future debt requirements and the district's assessed property values? This is where we got only 8 points, not the full 10, because we are a little bit above the 4, which is required for the 10 points. We were at 4.686 or 4.6068. And so this basically is like, how much debt do we have and can our tax base cover that debt? So this really depends on things outside of the district's control, like the property values, the growth, or, homestead exemption, all that kind of stuff has an impact on this stuff. Number 13, was the school district's administrative cost ratio equal to or less than the threshold ratio? Here we also, 8 out of the 10 points are.
8 out of 8?
We got 8 out of 10. On 13. Because our ratio was 12.66%, and we needed to be below 11.51. So we were over that, so we only got 3 points. 14, did the district not have a 15% decline in students to staff ratio over 3 years? If the student enrollment did not decrease, the school district will automatically pass this indicator. And yes, we only had a decline of 0.15%, 0.15, so not even 15, not even close to 1%. Number 15, these are your financial competency indicators. Number 15 is, was the school district's ADA within the allotted range of the district's biennial pupil projections submitted to TEA? And yes, they were within that. We had projected 3,920 and we actually had 3,902. So we got all 5 points there. That one only had 5 points, not 10. Number 16, did the comparison of public education information management system or PIMS data to information in the school district's AFR result in a total variance of less than 3% of all expenditures? We had no differences between the data and PIMS and our audit, so we passed that. Number 17, did the external independent auditor report that the AFR was free of any instances of material weaknesses and internal controls over financial reporting and compliance for local, state, and federal funds? We passed that indicator as well. Did the external independent auditor indicate the AFR was free of any instances of material noncompliance for grants, contracts, and laws related to local, state, and federal funds? We got all 10 points there. Number 19, did the school district post the required financial information on its website in accordance with government code, local government code, Texas Education Code, Texas Administrative Code, and other statutes, laws and rules that were in effect at the school district's fiscal year end? And yes, we did, so we got all 5 points for that one. Number 20, board members discussed the district property values at a board meeting within 120 days before the district adopted its budget. Yes, we did, so we passed that. And 21, did the school district receive an adjusted repayment schedule for more than 1 fiscal year for an over allocation of FSP funds because of financial hardship? And no, we didn't, so a no means past that indicator. And so those were the 21 indicators. As we have to have some disclosures as well as those indicators out there. So one of them is a superintendent's contract, and that can be found on the AISD website. That's available for anybody to view. Another disclosure is the reimbursements received by the superintendent and board members, and these are all the amounts that were reimbursed to any board members for travel to conferences. Another disclosure is outside compensation and or fees received by the superintendent for professional consulting and or other services. And we didn't have anything, so that is 0. Gifts received by executive officers and board members and first degree relatives, if any. There was nothing, so there's nothing to report on this one. And any business transactions between school district and board members. And again, there was nothing there, so no to report. And that is the end of that. If y'all have any questions, you can ask me now. You do have a book, and it has detailed information on how all the indicators are measured in the back, the calculations, if you are interested. So does anybody have any questions?
Thank you very much, and commendations. I believe AISD has had an A rating for the last 10 years. So board members and the CFO's office, the business office, thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Thank you. On to item number 5, adjourn. The time is now 5:52 p.m. and it's still Monday, December 15th, 2025. Love to say that. We need to now adjourn.